Just keep your eyes closed, please. As you sit down, now please see for yourself whether you are at rest with yourself or struggling with your thoughts. There is a difference between as you sit quietly, the thoughts coming up and you're being worried, anxious, or fighting with your thoughts. If instead of being the meditation that you are, restfulness that you are, you assume unconsciously the role of a meditator or some type of a vigilante thinker, that is, assuming the role of a thinker with ideas that no other thought must come, then your fighting, your struggle continues. Being yourself, or you are not a thinker or a meditator. The arrival and departures, beginning or end of thoughts, does not mean anything to you. Ask yourself, are you being yourself? Or there is unconscious resistance and craving for a thought? That there is a thought is not a problem. Like the sounds outside, that the peacock calls, the crow makes the sound, the birds sing. By itself, nothing is attraction or distraction. Only if I crave for a sound or resist a sound, that creates conflict, agitation. Same thing in relation to touches, taste, smell and sight. Same principle extended to your thought level. Atmarati, Atmatrupta, Atmanyeva Santushta, reveling in one's own self, contented with one's own self, fulfilled in one's own nature. Nothing remains to be done. for the sake of happiness, restfulness, meditation. To be happy, you cannot do anything. To be in meditation, there is nothing to do. That is why you can do something to meditate. You can do something to be happy. Be happy to do or not to do. Be in meditation. To do or not to do. To think or not to think. To perceive or not to perceive. Choice is yours. Meditation is no doing. Happiness is not doing something, no karma of any kind. Karma for sustenance. Just see that for yourself. Ask yourself the question. Are you restful or unconsciously struggling with your thoughts? See that, please. When there is no struggle within, no conflict within, the whole universe outside is a lovely rest house. Where your body has a guest accommodation for some time. Enjoy everything. See things as they are. Improve upon it if it is needed for better comfort. But at no time you destroy the world, cause any conflict. Always at rest with yourself. Vedishangavadakramopanishadi Gayandiyam samagaha Dhyānāvastitadgatena manasa Pashyantiyam yoginaha Yasyantam navidusura Tasmai. hope you will remember those two verses. The wisdom, the awareness of which gives you the highest, it's not a comparable thing, in an incomparable sense of satisfaction, fulfillment. He says, Atmaneva, Atmarati, Yastu Atmarati Reva Syat, Atmatruptasya Manava, Atmarati, Na Vishayeshu Rati. Very beautiful language. Sankara comments nicely. Atmarati, reveling in one's own self. Atmarama, in contrast to Indriyarama. One is reveling in himself. The other one revels in the sense organ, sensation, sense object. So ask yourself a question. Are you Atmarati or Vishayeshu Rati? You must see for yourself. Using a sense object does not mean you are dependent on it. Only you shall know about it. Others will not know, so you don't live for others. Just like you may sit down alone, far away from the sense object world, but manasa smaranaste, sitting down, thinking over inside, all the time spinning, your head is high speed, spinning. But the outsider thinks you are an isolation, yogi, great meditator, dhyana, jnani, and you are spinning inside. As even just because a person is withdrawn and sits down in isolation, doesn't make him a meditator, doesn't make him wise. Same way, just because you are interacting with the sense object, perceiving, seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, interacting with the whole world, that does not mean you are indulging. That is the language the ignorant will speak. Because he is indulging, he thinks everybody also is indulging. So whether it is Atmarati or Vishayeshu Rati, you shall see for yourself. And what is your taste? Can you live without it? You are as much comfortable being with it, that much comfortable without it. No hint of denial or happy craving indulgence. Like Akshubdha Samudra, like a vast undisturbed ocean. Full water coming in, we saw that in the second chapter. The ocean doesn't overflow. Nothing pours in. The ocean doesn't dry up. So you see for yourself, Atmani Rati or Vishayeshu Rati. Atmatruptasya manava. Atmanyeva trupta. Satisfied with himself. Na annarasadina trupta. Very nicely Shankara comments. Most people are satisfied with anna rasa. Nice food, nice sound, nice touch, nice taste, nice smell. The person feels very comfortable. Atmani trupta or annarasadina trupta. Oh, when I eat food, so fulfilling. If it is so, you don't get good food, miserable. Don't get a good bed, miserable. You don't get something comfortable, miserable. If you are going through these ups and downs, roller coaster ride. Not only you add speed to your life, you shall induce speed into everybody's life. Because for your comfort, the whole world has to struggle. That is where unconsciously you shall going on suggesting, why not do this, why not do that? No, I don't want anything, but if this is happening, it will be better. Oh, I see. You become sick. Understand? It's a very, very subtle perception. Atmani tushta, sa atmani trupta, or annarasadina trupta. Same thing also. Santosha. Atmaneva santushta, contented, fulfilled with himself. Not vayartha labhe. Ask yourself a question. Atmani santushta, vayartha labhe santushta. Vaya artha labha. Gaining objects outside. Santushta. Things are coming in. Therefore, very santushta. I wanted car is there, house is there, other things are there. Santushta. If that brings you contentment, satisfaction, security, you are mortgaging your life. You are literally mortgaging your satisfaction. It's all on the hold. Any time the object will go, you are finished. There is a relationship working. Oh, paradise, gone, hell. So the so-called people who are happy in life, they look like smiling, jumping, running, full enthusiasm. Behind that, there is a touch of a sensation, dependence, a companionship, a relationship. So the person is walking with tremendous confidence, a false confidence, a false glow. When the object disappears, job is gone, friends run away, to whom you love or did not love goes, run away. Or whom you liked, loved, did go away, did not like, coming in. Things you wanted, lost, finished. Ask yourself the question. These are the introspection. Atmanyeva santushta, happy with himself. That is why for such a person there is no resistance of any kind. Not that therefore you bring the scorpion and put in a sting. Why? I am a happy man. Even if scorpion stings, I don't care. Don't be nuts. Those are all extreme behavior. That's not right. Are you getting that point, please? Anything will do. Food, anything. I am very happy man. Anything will do. Oh, today chili curry. Huh? Half a kilo chili. Eat it. Oh, it's not hot. It's all Brahman. There are some nut cases. You don't understand. You don't have to prove your wisdom by jumping into a river. Understand? You don't have to prove your wisdom by quoting inconvenience to show off. Personally for yourself. Are you getting that? That is why your sadhana is your personal thing. You go to a mountain, you decide not to eat for a few days. Why? I am very happy eating every day. Now can I really maintain the same happiness by not eating for a few days? Yes, I can. Wonderful. Sleeping for 4 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours a day, I am very comfortable. But next 4 days, no sleep. It's a very personal thing. You test it out. Are you getting that point? You are testing your strength out. Not announcing everybody. For next 4 days, I am not sleeping, so you can come at night 2 o'clock and talk to me also. For next 4 days, I am not going to eat any food. And it's such an announcement, tum, 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 that you are not eating food. So everybody, you start giving guilt that everybody else is eating. That is not sadhana. Understand? That is not austerity. This is a very, very private affair with yourself. Your strength is your strength. You see for yourself. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You are absolutely strong. So ask yourself question, Atmaneva santushta, bhayarthalave santushta. I am contented with myself or because other things I get. Tasya karyam vidya. Such a person. Tasya krutena artha akruteneha kaschana. Doing or not doing means anything. Sarvabhuteshu nakaschit vyapasra artha vyapasraya. There is prayojana nimitta. There is no question of working for a need and trying to take the help of a bhuta, any other person or any other means, to achieve something to become happy. Because sometimes you cannot do it, but you get a vicarious satisfaction. Somebody can do it for you. Very smart people. I don't want laddu. Why don't you bring a laddu? I see. You know, I don't want anything. But if you give me, oh, I see. If you don't want, don't eat. Why I shall give you? No. Unfortunately, people don't know these things. Therefore, what happens is, when a person says, I don't want anything, you should really literally take it that way and you say, okay, he doesn't want, so why give? Finish. Then the person will learn. Or else your holiness is established with your hollowness. It's such nonsense. I'm not telling you a joke. One day a sadhu had come. He had gone to somebody's house. The person himself he was a householder. Later on he has become Swami. And when he is sadhu, he just talks absolute nonsense. You know, oh, what is there in life? We don't need to have anything to be happy. Anything is happening good for me. And he reached his own daughter's house. It was daughter's report. 15-20 years back, I remember suddenly. He reached that house, and the daughter also is a good student, and she was attending my classes. Very naughty, eh? Anyway. So I have given him all this fancy, all these sort of clear concept, ideas and all that, very sweet. Then one day her own father reaches there. And he says, oh, everything is fine. Anything you do for breakfast is okay. No, Papa, you want anything? Idli, sambar, anything? No. Anything will do. Even the murmura means, you know what? Puffed rice. Puffed rice, you know that, in English, Tamil, pori, that white one, puffed rice. Oh, that also will do. You know what this girl did? She brought really puffed rice. She got puffed rice and put it for nothing else, only puffed rice. Then the father comes out, come for breakfast. Just the puffed rice is there. Eat it. Why puffed rice? You don't have anything else in the home? He said, no, you said anything will do, puffed rice also. The person did not know what to do. Of course, the girl had made everything. Then he said, Papa, please don't talk rubbish. Come, eat the idli. People don't know. So what happens in the process? You maintain your holy facade with the most unholy intentions. Holy facade. Oh, I don't want anything. Right. So people should say, no, you take it. It's like politicians. I don't want any garland. I don't want any recognition. I don't need any reception. But don't organize the reception. Don't organize the garland. You will be transferred. The person should say, no. But you have to say, yes. Pure hypocrisy in life. No. You ask yourself the question. Atmani santushta, bhahyarthalave santushta. I am contented with myself or dependent on external conditions. Never. When you are a master. And in order to do so, what do you should do? Such a person, you want to achieve this. Asakta sadatam karyam karma samachara. May you continue to act on in life without depending on the result of action for your happiness. In the process, you shall get over the hold of your thought. You have seen that. And hey, Arjuna, I am not telling you. Karmana hevahi sansiddhim astita janakadaya. Read that verse, we shall see. Karmanaivahi sansiddhim astita janakadaya loka sangrahame vapi sampasyan kartum arhasi yadyadacharati shrishtaha tattadevetaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate yadyat acharati shrishtaha tattadevitaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. It's beautiful verses. Hey Arjuna, I am not telling you. Karmana evai sansiddhim astita janakadaya. Janaka, the great kings even before you. Karmana eva sansiddhim astita. By doing the actions, engaging themselves in every activities of life with a right attitude, sansiddhim astita. Now see that in the beginning stages, what is that? Jnanam, jnanam, pramanam, pramanam. No action, nothing. When you listen to that, that is the person when he first time come and listen to it, gets a shock. Because everything that he holds as important is completely dismissed, completely taken away. No action is needed. Nothing you can do to be yourself. Now the fellow feels helpless. Why? He feels uncomfortable because he must do something. No. To be yourself, you cannot do anything. Uncomfortable. Then it comes the realization, hey, okay, that is true. But if it is so, why is it that even the moment I listen, I don't get it? Because so many other types of thoughts are now affecting you. Total restlessness in relation to your memories. Since it is so, now what shall I do? You can't say, forget your thoughts. This is another nonsense. Just forget your thoughts. Forget your thoughts. Is that easy? Just forget your thoughts. Learn to deal with your thought. Are you getting that point, please? Recognize your thought. Deal with your thought. And how do I deal with that? Certain things you can do it at the thought level itself. Buddhi yoga. See, buddhi means an attitude. I am deliberately making a difference. Oh, he is making a difference with buddhi yoga, karma yoga. Don't talk like that. Just understand the concept. You can definitely discriminate at the level of the thought itself. You don't need to have an action and attitude. Solid understanding, sharp mind. Uhapoha vichakshana. Like in Vivek Chudamanisha. Uhapoha vichakshana. As sharp, your mind is as sharp as the razor's edge. At the thought level itself, you can dissect, bisect, destroy, pulverize the thought. No thought has the capacity to even wink at you. The moment it comes, it comes. It is just another sight, another picture. Can you be a person like that? Then don't worry about your action. Why? Action comes far after that, Long after the thought comes, only action is done. You are catching at the root itself. You understand? Even the built-up is not allowed. Even the built-up is not allowed. Action is far away. Can you be a person like that? Yes, buddhi. How many people can do that? Everybody can do it if you are rightly exposed and you are interested and you want to think. Why? Is there anybody who wants to live a life, uncontrolled life? Nobody likes it. Being a slave of something, do you enjoy it? Never. But the person doesn't know how to be a master. That is why if you can point it out to somebody, the person will learn it. It's not that impossible. But that is the mechanism. A thought must come, without which you cannot get up. Do you understand that point? Please. So don't make enemy out of your thoughts. No memory is an enemy. Memories are beautiful photographs, reference points, beautiful reference points. Because if memory is not there, you shall be repeating the same mistake again and again. As they say, if you forget your past, you shall be condemned to repeat it. Suppose you forget the fire burns. Every time you have to burn yourself to know that fire burns. What a headache it is. By mistake, you drink, while drinking in water in your mouth, suddenly it got into your nose. How do you feel? Very comfortable, no? Once you have that experience, you will be careful while drinking water thereafter. Why? By chance it goes through nose, oh boy. You understand? So memories help us. If you know how to take the help of it. Memories persecute you if you don't know how to handle your memories. So the memories don't persecute you. Are you getting that point? You don't know how to handle your memories. If you know how to handle your memories, how can a picture persecute you? How can a picture inconvenience you? A picture reminds. So buddhi yoga, correctly you can, there itself, cannot, all right, karmana eva sansiddhim. And most people will come under that category. Most people will come under that category. That is why, if you talk pure knowledge, you will have 4 or 5 people talking. Shankara, how many people? 4 or 5 people, disciples, those days. It's not that that's a big credit or not credit. Please understand, because it depends on. It's just like highest caliber needed for that. It's like if you go to PhD level, how many people are there in the PhD class? 3 or 4 people. Primary? Billions. By the time they reach to postgraduate classes, few. Same thing. One who teaches mathematics in ABC, first standard is a mathematics teacher. Teaching doctoral, postdoctoral, also mathematics teacher. The teacher in the classroom, mathematics teacher classroom in the LP school, lower primary school, has got thousands of students. The postdoctoral teacher has only 1 student. That fellow also may stay, may not stay. Because this is such a tough subject. Same thing also in case of this knowledge. If you give the absolute knowledge, how many people can come and comprehend? How many people are ready to think? Since you cannot think, some people develop allergy to thinking. Oh, these are all mere thought. Mere spacey, mere speech. They are all useless. Oh, book. I am a meditator. Oh, I see. Okay. Continue. What's wrong with it? Do. After a few days when you go nuts, you will not know that you are nuts. The person who has genuine Rolex, understand, genuine ornament, jewelry, genuine diamond, he shall not say, oh, this fellow doesn't come back. If he has money, if he knows, he will come back. The person who has got fake diamonds, try to pass it on, quick. And thousands of people will be there. They have a satisfaction of a genuine diamond when they are really hanging around with a fake one. Small little fake ideas, wrong ideas. But the person thinks he is enlightened. Why? he sees a red light between the eyebrows. Or he got a sensation in the spine. Or something somewhere around. You know, Swamiji, I had an amazing experiences when I was in Himalayas under a tree. What do you think of it? What do you think of it? Why should I think of it? They want a confirmation that I should say is all wisdom. Then you shall have the strength. Swamiji says this is ultimate. That is why people say they take the confirmation from gurus. My teacher has told. Very good. So don't expose yourself to anybody because you will be punctured, you will be destroyed. Think of it. So if you can handle at the level of the thought itself, fantastic. Or else karma, and most people will be comfortable with karma, meaning consciously act. Karmanaya sansiddhi astita ajanakade. Not only that. Having understood the truth, karmana sansiddhi mastita. They got the sansiddhi, they got established in themselves. Then why were they further ruling the country? They should have renounced after that. No. Loka sangrahamevapi sampasyan kartumarasi. What is loka sangraha? Please see that. Very nicely said. Loka sangrahamevapi sampasyan kartumarasi. You must do even for the sake of the loka sangraha. What is that loka sangraha? It comes here. Lokasya unmarga pravrutti nivaranam loka sangraha. Lokasya unmarga pravrutti nivaranam loka sangraha. Hey, Arjuna, you continue to act. Why should I act? In order to give a direction to the people. Not only for your own prarabdha karma, to keep your body going, but also lokasya unmarga pravritti nivaranam. Unmarga means wrong path. Unmarga pravritti nivaranam. For the average people, they don't know how to act. So if you continue to live your life, they will know you as the role model. They shall continue to work also. Or else what will they say? Janaka is a wise man, never worked. He was wise, he did not work. By not working, he did not become wise. Are you getting that point, please? The person is wise, and therefore, he puts on a cloth. But by putting on a cloth, will he become wise? The doctor puts on a stethoscope. Just hanging a stethoscope, will become a doctor? A lawyer puts on a black gown. By putting on a black gown, do you become a lawyer? Gandhi used coarse clothes. Putting on coarse clothes, you become a Gandhi? Think of it. Just because, understand, the wise person may choose to remain inactive. Why? Krutena akurtena arthanasti. By there is no meaning either in doing. For him, he is satisfied whether he does something or doesn't do something. But if he chooses not to do something, that will send a wrong message. See that emphasis in life. Not only for your own prarabdham, loka sangrama artham kasampasyan kartumarasi. For the sake of the people, humanity, you have to be continuously active. I don't do anything, therefore I am not affected by anything. What is your greatness about it? I do things yet unaffected by it. Are you getting that point, please? Who is strong? One who sits down under a tree or one who climbs the mountain? Even when I climb the mountain, I don't pant. Oh, strong heart. When I sit down under a tree, my heart never pants. Oh, very strong. I get myself involved with every activities in life, yet unaffected. Oh, Who is an ace driver? Seated on a parked car. Ace driver. Do you call him an ace driver? Seated on a parked car? Bumper to bumper traffic. 100 kilometer speed, 200 kilometer speed. Not even a jerk, not even touching somebody's bumper. Poof, ace driver. The car is on a high speed, but full control. Who is the person? Same way, wise person. Doesn't do anything? No. He can choose not to do anything. But all responsibilities in life, never disturbed by it. Loka sangrama artha sampasyan kartumarsi. Hey Arjuna, not only in the beginning stages, you continue to act to counteract your likes and dislikes by expressing your thought into action and accepting the result as it is, but also having understood yourself who you are, you continue to act. For what? To keep yourself alive and to give the humanity a direction. Because without your activity, you can't keep yourself alive. And also, loka sangrartham. So that people do not equate wisdom with laziness, lethargy. See the responsibility. And what did you see in a popular thing? Wise man means, one man in the cave, sitting under, hey, he has a right to see. We have no business to say no. Somebody chooses to be inside a cave, how does it matter? He is not bothering anybody. But you can't be sitting down doing nothing and manipulating everybody for your comfort. That is where you become a parasite. Are you getting that point? Like a person was asked in Rishikesh, somebody, it's a very nice story. Sadhus are there, so sometime people will come and give them viksha. You want to listen to that? Very elaborate. Not simple, I'll finish it up. It's a true incident, but it's a true incident. There is a sadhu. And then people, so many people go, especially in North India, people are very devoted. They enjoy feeding the sadhu, viksha. That is why North Indian ashrams you go, heavy food. Viksha, 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 viksha. Everywhere. Laddu. Bhandara means, you understand, very big affair. Very big affair. And then, so everybody gives them rice, laddu, sabji, oh boy, it's a really big affair. So one sadhu was asked by Maharaj, Padari means please come to our house. He said, oh, okay. Very reluctant as though. Must have been pleased that he is invited, but shows the reluctance. Okay, if you say so, all right, we'll come. Very good. Maharaj, tell me if you are coming home, what should we do? He said, nothing. See, he doesn't want anything. He said, nothing. No, I know, of course, whatever food I'll give you, but do you have any choice? Anything, if you can tell him. Okay. देखो चावल तो बनाएगा ही meaning of course you'll make rice और 2-3 सब्जी तो आएगा mean 2-3 vegetables already see he doesn't want anything rice will come 2-3 vegetables also will come and you can make some chapati और इसमें थोड़ा घी डालने से तो सूखा नहीं तो सूखा पड़ जाता है only chapati it will be very dry so if you put little ghee it will be soft. Okay, and कुछ तो ये salt, salty. These are the food, है ना? Salty food क्या हिंदी में बताते हैं? नमकीन. ये तो नमकीन है ना? ये तो नमकीन खा के by eating this salty food, you will be tired. So कुछ मिठाई तो होगा ही. Some sweet, of course, you'll make. Maharaj, that's true. I'll make some sweet, but what sweet you'll make? No, nothing. Okay. If you telling, कुछ श्रीखंड विखंड बताते हैं ना श्रीखंड, you can make श्रीखंड. Oh, श्रीखंड. And देखो, when you make श्रीखंड, भैंस के दूध लाना. You must bring only buffalo milk. And don't put water. इसे पानी मत डालना. Don't put water into that. Boil it well. And when you boil it is really thick, set, put it in the per curd, and then you will put that in the cloth. Even a little drop of water, that also goes away. They're completely gone, then of course you'll make the, इसको चिकन बनाएगा तो, और देखो इसमें थोड़ा saffron डाल देने से इसका रंग बदल जाता है. If you put the saffron in it, its color will change, it becomes yellow. और इलायची वगैरह इसको डाल देने से खुशबू भी बढ़ जाता है. If you put इलायची and other things, खुशबू तो बढ़ जाता है. तो 2-3 मिठाई तो होगा. ऐसे तो कर दो, देखो देखो कुछ नहीं, जो भी कुछ मांगता है कर लो. He has given a big list and says, जो भी कुछ मांगता है कर लो, whatever you ask, please do it. हाँ, और देखो भूल जाना नहीं, जाने का तो गाड़ी तो भेज दो ना, गाड़ी तो भेज देना. You must send the vehicle also. So a person doesn't want anything. How do you like it? I am not telling you a story. Some people live like that. It's not a story for others. Ask yourself a question. Do you do that? Do you manipulate people? It's so important. It's not for others. Unconsciously you will be manipulating people. Never. For my sake, nobody must be persecuted. You don't inconvenience anybody in life. You are happy with yourself. But you act on. Loka Sangrartham. So not only for the sake of Antakarana Suddhi, once that preparation is over, when you understand the truth, then also you continue to act. To keep yourself going as well as for the Loka Sangra. For the sake of Unmarga Pravritti Nivaranartham. Because people may take to wrong way. What is that? That is a wise man, he is sitting down clearly, quietly. So, everybody, renunciation, renunciation, renunciation. What happens? It becomes so dangerous because it becomes physical renunciation, mental indulgence. You understand? It becomes a physical renunciation. Physically isolated, physically alone, physically depriving, physically denying, mentally indulging. That is why this person sitting down in one place has no time to do anything. Do you understand why your mind is so busy? You have nothing to do, but you are very busy. Doing what? Why your mind is not free to write or read? Being productive. Because mind is spinning. Physically inactive, but mentally overactive. Ask yourself the question. Whether you are mentally overactive or not, you shall know from your own movement. When there is so much of load on your head, your body will not respond for a movement. Lethargic, absolute lethargic. Because of that load, two things can happen. You can be totally lethargic or terribly restless. Whether you are lethargic or contented, whether you are restless or creative, only you shall know. Are you getting that point, please? Just because somebody is sitting down quietly, don't say lethargic. Maybe he has chosen to be like that. Just because somebody is active, don't say that he is restless. Maybe he is creative. That is why passing judgment on somebody becomes so difficult. The best thing is to give the benefit of doubt to the other person. Giving the benefit of doubt to the other person. Suppose somebody is angry. Oh, that fellow must have some reason. You are so safe. If somebody is little shouting, don't say, oh, he's very unconscious. Maybe he has reasons to do that. Let him. Why? Until you are asked, your opinion is not given. There was one son like this in Pandavas, Sahadeva, the last son. 5 brothers, no? The last brother. He was the wisest of the people. He could know everything. But his principle was, he shall not tell until he is asked. They are fighting. He knows what will happen, but he will not tell. So then Sahadeva is asked at the last moment, what to do now that the fighting is coming to an end. Now these 5 fellows, now they are trying to, they are going to kill us, all the 5 Pandavas, we shall be dead. What shall we do? They are discussing with themselves. This man is sitting, but he won't talk anything. Then Yudhishthira remembers, this fellow knows, hey, what happens? What shall we do? He said, okay, there are 5 weapons for 5 brothers. In their name, it's like ICBM. In that arrow, their picture is there. In the same principle. For 5 brothers, 5 arrows. The Yudhishthira arrow will kill Yudhishthira, not Bhima. Bhima's arrow will kill Bhima. It's the same like ICBM principle, with that computer-propelled, remote controlled weapons. So these 5, you should take it away. How to take it? They send Arjuna. He looks like Duryodhana. If he puts on the crown, he can go and ask for it to Bhishma. Bhishma is keeping it. So he is now Duryodhana, he should go and tell him that we have decided to stop the war. Why are you keeping these weapons? Give it away. Bhishma happily give it away, you take it and go. He knew the solutions, but he will not give it until he is asked. How many people can keep quiet? Tell me. Just think. Knowing the answer and not talking about it. That is your taste of wisdom. You know the answer. Look at the children. Ask the question in a 4th standard class or 3rd standard class and see the restlessness. Everybody will be putting on the hand because they can't keep quiet. They cannot. That is why unsolicited advice comes later on. Grown-up baby. 20-year, 30-year, 40-year, 50-year-old grown-up babies. The moment he has to say, whether it is wanted, not wanted, reel out. For what? Think of it. So you look at yourself, not interpreting somebody's action or a thought. That is, we shall never know. Because action only you can see. Motive you cannot. Can you? Only action you can see. Motive you cannot. And you shall attribute the motive that you have. That is the worst part of it. You shall attribute a motive that you have. Or you have a bad experience. Somebody smiles, give you the coffee in the train. You have fainted, everything is taken. Thereafter, whoever gives you coffee, you think he is a coffee thief. You can't, because that's your sad experience in life. That is how people also, anywhere. If one doctor cheats you, you think every doctor cheats you. One fellow cheats you, you think everybody cheats you. One relationship breaks down, you think every relationship breaks down. You can't believe anybody anymore. Why? Because basically you don't believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, another problem comes. Do you know what? Then you start believing in everybody and get cheated. That is why to believe in yourself, yet to keep your antenna up. Individual cases. The person, are you getting that? There are some people who are so hot in life, they can't believe anybody. There are some people who are so gregarious. Oh, everybody they will believe. Both are stupid. Both will be taken for a ride. One will lose out, other will be taken for a ride. To be conscious, to do or not to do. You must be very conscious. And then, having understood the truth, there is no need to act. Why? Happy. But for your sustenance, you act for yourself as well as loka sangraha. You have a choice not to act, but you choose to act. Or else, people will be confused. You see that? Why should I do that? Yad yad acharati, write, underline that, get by heart this one. This is oft quoted verse in the, anywhere you go that. Yadyat acharati shrestha tattadeva itaro janah sayat pramanam kurute lokas tat anuvartate. Arjuna, yadyat acharati shrestha, shrestha purusha yadyat acharati, shrestha purusha, the person who are well known, shrestha, Baryan, Barapur, person who is big, great people, yadyat acharati, whatever way they behave, tattadeva itaro janah, the same way the people also imitate. Simple thing today you can see. Why do they put a famous face, a well-known face in advertisement? If he uses this car, I also must use the car. If he uses this perfume, I also must use the perfume. If he uses the dress, I must use the dress. Of course, today is all hypocritical. Because the people who advertise, they don't use those things at all. That is for other people. This billionaire person who produces the best scooter and stands there with the scooter, but himself goes in Mercedes. The person who advertises for the motorcycle, all these sports meteor and movie meteor, when they ride a motorbike, they say, no, this is the bike. None of them use those bikes. They'll be using, because for that advertisement they get so much of money, they can purchase the best car in the world. It is for the other people's consumption. Are you getting that? But people see that, oh, he is using it, therefore I must also use this. That American president, what is his name now? Obama. He has his BlackBerry. Now everybody has a BlackBerry. He insisted he should have his BlackBerry. You know how much BlackBerry sale must have gone up? He uses a BlackBerry. By using a BlackBerry, do you become the President of America? What is this? It's so silly. But most people's psychology is so childish. Just because a famous man rides a vehicle, shall I put on that vehicle? Will it make me great or what? Other day one fellow says, Swamiji, why can't I smoke? Even Vivekananda smoking. I said, you were smoking? Smoking made him Vivekananda smoke. He was Vivekananda and he smoked. Not that by smoking he became Vivekananda. Krishna, why are you marrying second time, third time? I have planned for 8 wives. Why? Krishna had 8 wives. What about Krishna lifting a mountain? You lift one. What is that? What is that? Lift one table. Why one stone, small stone in one finger? Lift it. He was Krishna and he had 8 wives. Why? Don't ask. Why don't ask? Because those days when people are having the 7 wives, 8 wives, the kings were having, it's not that they were randy, uncontrolled, passionate individuals. No. Political reason. The moment you marry in another princess, between the 2 kingdoms there is a truce, no fight. So more princesses, more truce. Or else killing. It's better to have one girl more than to kill thousands of people. Who will not agree? Tell me. Those days, don't try to judge them through today's paradigm. Why should have 8? How does it matter to you? For that you should worship him. The other day one fellow was really nasty and telling, how can you worship Krishna, especially other religion people? They'll be so stupid. What Krishna teaches, what other things, nobody talks about it. But how can you see, he is a philanderer, Kasonava, dancing with 16,000 gopis, hanging around with 16,000 women, clandestine, 8 wives, clandestine affairs, so many. This is the language the fellow will say. I said, yes, that's very good. Don't you think for that you should worship him? You can't handle one woman, he handles 16,000. To idiot, you must give idiotic logic. Don't give them rational logic. You are wasting your time on them. For silly question, there should be a silly answer. The fellow was walking down the river's front and he saw one fellow is fishing. So he looks at naturally, but instinctively your eyes goes into the pot and he saw there is some fish there, and he asked the question, "Did you catch this fish?" He said, "No, they just dumped into it." Silly question, give a silly answer. The person is sleeping and the wife goes there, "Are you asleep?" He said, "No, I'm dead, leave the flower and go." To a sleeping man, can you ask a question? Then another fellow is in New York, downtown, he was walking down with a big load on his back. Then somebody is asking him, "Are you a porter?" He said, "No, no, no. I am the Vice President of Bank of America. I do it for a pastime, hobby." The fellow is carrying this this heavy load, and you are you a porter? What nonsense are you asking? So people ask silly questions, but silly question gives silly answers. "Oh, Krishna is like that." Yeah, that's good. That is why you should worship them. Oh, then immoralist will come up. "Oh, so you are giving a justification to that." Shut up. Don't talk nonsense. You understand the truth for yourself. You see for yourself. What life you shall lead, don't ask me or anybody. You choose. But that doesn't disturb others. Loka Sangraya Maharta. A huge responsibility. Sukatyagi, Krishna Bhogi, Nrupau Janaka Raghavau, Vasishta Karmakartacha, Yete Jnanina Smrta. All the five are wise. Shuka was a renunciate, Krishna was indulgent, Janaka Raghava great responsible to the empires, Vasishta was a karmakandin, a ritualist. All the five are wise people. There is no wise man's lifestyle. Be wise and choose your lifestyle. You be active. Who goes on again until being active. Inactivity, you don't have to preach. Do you understand the point? Suppose somebody doesn't want to do something, should you preach? Is it necessary to tell a person be a failure? Everybody will be a failure, don't worry about it. Tell them be a success. Is it necessary to tell somebody be inactive? He will be. Tell them be active. And not only be active, how to be active. Not be active. Then what happens in the process? You become a restless coot, stressed out, miserable, heart attack, blood pressure, sugar, everything. Why? Active. Anything for that matter. Don't eat, you will die. Overeat, you will die. Learn how to eat. You understand that principle? One person is indulging. You die out of overnutrition. Overnutrition also is a malnutrition. Don't eat anything, you die. Eat too much, you die. Then what do? Know how to eat. Too much of activity, restless. No activity, unproductive. Learn how to act. With what? Why should I do it? For your sustenance. Happiness? No. Previously you have been acting for happiness, and therefore every action, sensation is left with you, result, reaction to the result is left with you. You are a knotted fellow inside. Fully entangled. So now somebody tells you how to untangle. Are you getting that? How to unwind. Because you have already created a knot. How do I unwind? Do the same thing with right attitude. No more for happiness' sake. So if you do that, the byproduct is, if you act, the byproduct is your sustenance is taken care, other sustenance is taken care, and because of your attitude, antakarana suddhi, mind is prepared, knowledge is taken place. If you don't act, you die, others, you are become a load on others, you don't get a chance to express your thought, you remain with your idiosyncrasies, with your likes and dislikes and everything, you die ignorant and stupid. So what shall you do? Act or not act? The same Krishna in the beginning, the same tradition, while teaching in the beginning says what? No karma, karmana, there is no action, na karmana, na prajaya, na dhanena, jnanena, tyagena ekena, jnanena ekena. By knowledge alone you shall receive it. Now he says, act, act, act. Why? First you give the truth. Can the person grasp it? Yes. No problem. Then after he will choose. To a wise man, you don't say how to live their life. He knows how to choose his life. Can you say a person, I give you freedom, but you must do what I say? What type of freedom is that? What type of freedom is that? Think of it. So, yadyat acharati shashta, tattadeva itarajana, ordinary people, here Arjuna shall do what the great people do. Sayat pramanam kurute, sayat pramanam manyate, whatever he considers as pramana, as the right, pramanam, pramakaranam, which is that which gives you knowledge, whatever he considers right, justified, knowledge, lokastad anuvartate, people blindly follow it. That is why a role model. Who shall be a role model? Think. Who shall be a role model? Can an inactive person be a role model? Imitating what? Inactivity? Person who doesn't speak anything, can he be a role model? Mauni. So everybody should be. One who lives life. Do you understand the point? When you see somebody's beautiful house, what do you say? Lovely, I want to make a house like that. When you see a person is living in a small hut under a tree, can you say, my dream? What type of dream? A beautiful house, a beautiful painting. Writing a lovely book. Maybe a good cook, artist, music, dance, science, art, everything. You look at that people, lovely. Yet, that person cannot be a role model. Why? As a professional, successful, personal life, disaster. So professionally, the person can be my role model. But personal life leaves a lot of things to be desired. Professionally, very successful. Personal life, a drunk, alcoholic, angry, upset, much maligned, much divorced, much destroyed, incapable of living with people, incapable of living with anybody. No. Personal life, no. Fighting with everything. What shall I say? No good. But suppose there is a person, personal life beautiful, happy, contented. But how will you know that? How do you ever know somebody is happy? Tell me. You will never know. That is why expose yourself to teaching. When you are happy, you know the other person must be happy. When you see it for yourself, are you getting that point, please? When you see it for yourself, yeah, that's true. It's okay. The other person must be right. Thereafter, forget it. Most people, you take away other people's thought from your head and see how many things are there to think about. Just think. You take away thoughts about other things and other people. Just as an experiment. Even theoretically you look at it. Take away everything from your head. Any thought that is about another object or about another person. What is left out? Left out? What is left out? You are left out, boss. Nothing. Only you can see it for yourself. And when happily you are working out, then what happens? People do see you. Here is a person like, how do you say, oh, fantastic driver. Wow, 300 kilometer speed is going, but still the fellow doesn't, one day has not met with an accident. Fantastic. Nobody he has hurt. Now, same way. Look at this man, living with human vehicles, thousands of vehicles, bumper to bumper traffic, hundreds of people coming, going, interacting with hundreds of people, but nobody has felt destroyed or hurt. He has not hurt anybody, not destroyed anybody. Happy with himself. People are, when I go there with him, fine. If I don't go also, makes no difference to him, that person. To such a person, people try to own. Think of it. To such a person, I'm very happy with this. So everybody will say, why people fight for the proximity to the wise person? Because such a beautiful thing, everybody wants to possess. So there will be a fight between the people who are struggling to possess. So if somebody is nearer, the other person becomes jealous. Why? They also want to possess. It's like a beautiful man, handsome man or a beautiful woman, physically. Everybody wants to possess the person. Therefore, jealousy comes in. You start fighting. Same thing also. Brilliant mind. Everybody wants to be near it, own it up. Cannot. If it can be owned, what type of wisdom is that? Are you getting that? You cannot own wisdom. You can be wise. Understand? The story is like Krishna. What is Krishna's story? Nobody could bind him, tie him down, unless he wants. Unless he wants to be tied down, nobody can tie down Krishna. Anything you tie him down, he wriggles and goes away. You cannot tie him down. So the mother god, he don't know what to do. More he ties, he just slips out. That is the story. All his life is a pure expression of wisdom. The mother sees the child is eating what? Clay. Show your mouth. You are eating clay. Open your mouth. Opens your mouth. He sees the whole universe inside the mouth. The mother faints. Stories. How the whole thing is within you. Nobody can tie him down. He just wriggles out of everything. Should he be a free person like that, or you should own a free person like that? Imagine. Should he be free, or you should own a free person? If you are owning a free person, you will be so much bound, you don't know. Because the person doesn't belong to anybody. You can't own a free person. It's like, I want to, instead of, you want to be God, or you want to, like some people say, I don't want to be sugar, I want to taste sugar. If you taste sugar, you will be diabetic. Be sugar, no problem. Be the God, no problem. But I want to taste God, very tough. Then you will fight. My God, his God, that man's God, this man's God. Sometimes you are tired of that God, sometimes you are not tired of that God. You don't understand what happens. He alone is everything. So, sayat pramanam kurudeva. Lokastad anuvartata, whatever he considers right. And what is that is right, meaning what? That is why yadyat acharati shrestha, that word acharati. In a Sanskrit, there is another word for teacher is acharya. Acharati iti acharya. One who lives the life he understands. You can say, I am happiness, and you can be looking for happiness in things. Atmarati, not Vishaye rati. Revel in himself, not in the object. Atma trupta, not annarasadina trupta, contented with himself, not satisfied with the taste of food. Atmaniva santushta, na bahyartha lavena santushta, fulfilled with, contented with himself, not by gaining things from the outside. That is the lifestyle. Pramanam kurude. Lokastad anuvartate. But it can be so much misunderstood, because a lifestyle can be misunderstood. By looking at a person, how do you know? Understand? How do you know whether the person is wise or otherwise? Anyway, it will not be. Other person not know, but hey Arjuna, knowing this, having understood this, you live your life with right attitude. I'm only preaching. Arjuna Krishna says, you think I'm only preaching? Look at me. Read. न मे पार्थास्ति कर्तव्यम् त्रिषु लोकेषु किंचन नानवाप्तम् अवाप्तव्यम् वर्त एव च कर्मणि यदि अहं न वर्तेयम् जातु कर्मण्यतन्द्रितः मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वशः न मे पार्थास्ति कर्तव्यम् त्रिषु लोकेषु किंचन नानवाप्तम् अवाप्तव्यम् वर्त एव च कर्मणि यदि अहं न वर्तेयम् जातु कर्मण्यतन्द्रितः मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वशः. Look, hey Arjuna, it's not I am talking to you. Look at my life. This is the beauty. It's not that you say something for somebody's sake, for others' consumption. You should not smoke, but himself is smoking to glory. You should not drink, himself drinking to glory. You should not be restless coot. You should not be angry, fellow is explosive, live explosive, live grenade. You should love everybody, but is jealous of everybody. This is nonsense. That is whereas the person, when he says that, Krishna said, look at it. Look at me. He Partha. Me trishu logeshu kinchana kartavyam nasti. For me, there is nothing to be done by me in the whole three world, past, present, future. Swarga, Martya, Patala. The heavens, earth, and down, nether world. Or past, present, future. There is no such thing, na anavaptam aptavyam. There is nothing which is not yet gained, there is nothing which is yet to be gained by me. Anavaptam avaptavyam iti na. Apraptam praptavyam iti na. There is no such thing which I don't have. I have everything. Krishna can say that, no? Ishvara can say that. Even a satisfied wise man also can say that, I am a happy man. Why? There is no such thing which is going to make me unhappy in life. I am so happy with myself. There is no such thing by gaining which I shall be happy, or something can take away my happiness. There is no such thing. I don't wait for an achievement to be happy. I don't wait for an experience to be happy. I don't wait for a sound or a touch or a taste or a smell or a sight to be happy with myself. I am always happy with myself. Nothing to be gained. Yet, varta eva cha karmani. But look at me. I am tremendously, continuously active throughout. Look at Krishna's life. From the day one. As a child, his work has started. He has to kill that Putana, that Rakshasi. The stories you know that. Maternal uncle sends all these beautiful gifts to kill him. From the day one, the whole thing has started. Then, as the youth, hanging around with Pandavas in the forest, taking responsibility of the kingdoms, playing with the whole life is absolutely colorful. Yet, no time the smile disappears from the face. And the beautiful part of it is, he has a flute singing away. Now, if he is Krishna, Paramatma, the flute is Jivatma. Understand? Flute is Jiva, individual. Krishna, Paramatma, the absolute. This flute stands for there are 7 holes, 5 sense organs, mano, buddhi. So when Krishna plays it, the whole creation listens to it, enchanted, mesmerized. Stands for the jiva, individual. If the flute is stuffed with cotton, no music will stop. When the unclogged flute, music passes through it. Paramatma plays through it. The gross body, mind, 5 sense organs, mano, buddhi, stands for the jiva. When it is clogged with ahankara, individuality, no music, darkness, noise, disharmony. When the ahankara is gone, the totality plays through it. That is why it becomes divine music. When such a person speaks, the whole world stands mesmerized, enchanted, because it's no more he speaking, his philosophy, his thought. The universe speaks through him. The absolute is passed through him. There is no individual coloring it up. That is why he speaks truth and nothing about the truth, absolute truth. There is no individuality coming and coloring it. I like laddu, therefore, oh, you can also eat laddu. What is wrong in laddu? Why? Because you are eating it. This is your perversion. I have a weakness, but I pass it on as a sign of strength. That is the worst thing you can do. Just because you do it, other person also must do it. No. I am happy with myself. I may do, may not do. Choice is mine. But I must ask the question for myself. Am I doing it for my contentment, satisfaction? Am I escaping into it or out of fulfillment? Only you can account for yourself. And when you are conscious, by chance the other person questions it, you know how to stand it. With other persons will question, because nobody sees your wisdom, they see your action. They see your action. It's like you're taking a wrong side, you are overtaking. Wrong side you are overtaking. Immediately policeman will catch you. We are taking on the wrong side, because that is the law. Then you shall say, because of this incident, because there was already a car parked on this lane. Oh, go. Sometimes because are you getting that point? Your wisdom, your ignorance, your stupidity is not visible to the outside world. But your action is visible to the outside world. What you do, what you speak, how you move. And therefore don't say, I shall be the unquestioned authority. No. As much anybody is questioned, your actions can be questioned. Anybody can question your action. But you must know how to do it. Are you getting that point? You must know how, you must be so clear within yourself. It's not a justification. You must be absolutely sure of yourself. So when the individuality is gone, divine music passes through it. There's nothing to do. Name partha kartabhya asti. There is no such thing, kartabhyam, kartum yogyam, that this must be done or must not be done for my happiness. There is no such thing. But vartaiva cha karmani, I continue to act on in life. Continue to be active. If other person acts 10 hours per day, you are 24 hours per day. Why? So active and still not tired. That is the beauty. So much involved yet not affected. That is the beauty. Enormous responsibility, never burdened by anything. That is the beauty. So the person sees. The people see it. With huge responsibility, the smile doesn't go away. Krishna, all responsibilities. There is no miserable Krishna. Have you seen a miserable God in our tradition? Everyone is smiling. Happy. Smita has, Smita. Smita means half smile. Everybody. Well dressed, well fed, happily married. Sometimes one, sometimes two also. It reflects the life. Tremendous responsibility. Yet, peaceful. Like Vishnu, creator, sustains the whole universe. How does he sustain the whole universe? Lying down in the ocean of milk. See, Brahma's job is over by creation. Brahma created, finished. Vishnu is supposed to run it. Sustainer, maintenance manager. And how does Vishnu manage? Not running around everybody. Lying down. Where? Kshirosagar, in the ocean of milk. Lakshmi is doing the massage. Bhudevi, Sri Devi. There is a massage and lying down. The whole universe is on the run. Perfect manager. You understand? That is the perfect manager of the universe. The most important CEO, Chief Executive Officer of the universe. And what is he doing? Restful. Kshirosagar, sattvic mind, ocean of sattva. Ocean of milk means sattva mind, absolute knowledge. Sipping there, Lakshmi massaging, Brahma chanting the Vedas, relaxed. Why? He has set everything on the move and relaxed. And such a move, by chance anybody doesn't follow the move, they will punish themselves. Therefore self-correcting. It's like for the body. The one who has given you the body, this residence, collects the tax every day 4 times. If you don't pay the tax, you suffer, not the owner. This belongs to him. It belongs to Ishvara, belongs to creation. Every day you have to pay 4 times tax. Rent you have to pay. Breakfast, lunch, snack, as well as the dinner. Oh, I don't pay. You suffer. The owner will not suffer. She has put the whole thing on the move. Why Lakshmi is doing massage? Male chauvinism. Vishnu is the boy. Man boy, look at that. Male chauvinism. No, it's not male chauvinism. Lakshmi stands for the Lakshmi, prosperity. Prosperity must serve you. Serve your feet. Why? If the prosperity goes to your head, if the wealth goes to your head, you become a hot-headed, arrogant individual. When the prosperity serves you, you are a genuine person. Power going into your head, wealth going into your head is different. Power serving you, wealth serving you is different. That is why Lakshmi is put at the left foot side, not at the head side. If he is at the head side, it means you have got talavali. You have got the headache, he is massaging the head. If you change the women's equality, women's also must be head side. What it means is she is a headache, so she has to give now. Now, what is that? He has to give massage to your head because it's a headache. Not no time, power and position, wealth can get it. So don't say it's a man-woman stuff. A woman can also have the power position. Are you getting that? Beautiful. It's all tradition. See, Brahma is married to all the 3 married. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. All 3 are married, no? What is Brahma's wife's name? Saraswati. Vishnu's wife's name? Lakshmi. Saraswati, Brahma, Shiva's wife's name? All 3 are happily married. Okay? Now think. Why are they all like so crazy, married? They are not happy with themselves. Person happy with himself, Purusha, Prakriti is there. Anyway, but the person chooses. Why is it so? Listen. To create, you need knowledge. To create, you need knowledge. Without knowledge, it will not be cosmos, it will be chaos. Since Brahma is the creator, he is married to knowledge. Saraswati, goddess of learning. With lovely knowledge, right knowledge, you create the whole thing. Vishnu is supposed to be sustainer of the universe. To sustain, you need paisa. You need wealth and prosperity. So Vishnu is married to Lakshmi. To change, Shiva as the result of the function of Shiva is the annihilator. Meaning that which in charge of changes in the universe. To bring about changes, you should have the power at your disposal. Shakti. Shakti is power. So Shiva is married to Shakti. Shiva Shakti. Brahma Saraswati. Vishnu Lakshmi. Same principle for every individual. Every individual, you must be educated to create. You must have wealth to sustain yourself and others. You must have the power first to change yourself and then to change everybody. So every individual in this tradition is a miniature Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Understand? Who is not divine? All the possibilities are with you. And this is how the person lives. Acharati. Nana bhapta bhaptavyam. There is nothing to gain in life. Happy with myself. To be happy, what should I get? Nothing. To sustain, I need to do everything. Not only sustain myself, but also others. Therefore, vartayeva ja karmani. Therefore, action is a pleasure, a luxury. Your rest, your engagement is your rest. Your involvement is your meditation. Creative 24 hours a day. Your rest becomes just a rest for the body. Nothing more than that. As long as you are awake, you are awake. When you are sleeping, you are sleeping. Active 24 hours. In the process, nobody else gets destroyed. You don't meet accident, you meet an accident. Other people can come and hit you, but it doesn't touch you. Because you can hit my body. You can't hit me. Understand? Why are you doing like this? Are you obsessive? Yadi aham na varteyam. See, he gives the reason. Aham yadi na varteyam. If I do not engage myself in activity, karmani atandritaha. Atandrita means without any rest, tirelessly, without any rest, without any sleep, without any pause, if I do not get myself involved in activity, hey Arjuna, mama vartma anuvartante manushya partha sarvasa. Hey Partha, hey Arjuna, mama vartma sarvasaha manushyaha anuvartante. All the human beings shall follow my example. If I don't act all the time and I sit down, they shall say, Krishna himself is not working, why should I work? Here is a wise man, never works. So, not working becomes wisdom, equated to wisdom. Here is the God, never works. Therefore, why should I work? Because he doesn't do it. Do that. Nobody can see your wisdom, but they shall see your inaction. That is why most of the time inactivity is compared to wisdom. So by chance somebody's activity, look at the samsari. They're like sadhus, but they're like samsaris, you know. What nonsense are you talking? Shiva is known as the Mahasansari. Because the Mahasansara, the whole universe is his, changing it continuously. If you are busy only protecting your body, your interest, what I see, what I touch, what I taste, what I eat, where I sleep, that is very important. Others can go to hell. If everybody thinks like that, can you live your life? Just think. If everybody thinks like that, what will happen? That's why wisdom. So, this is not, understand, a book, a treaty, this is not a declaration which gives you sanction for inactivity, but it's a handbook for total activity in total meditation. Happy with yourself, why are you doing it? What else to do? Therefore, active. We shall see more of it in the afternoon. Mama Vartmanu Vartante, Partha, Manushya, Mama Vartma, my path, Anuvartante. They all follow my path. Everybody look up to me. Lokastad Anuvartate. Okay, what will happen therefore if you do it? If they see that I am inactive, everybody inactive, the whole world will be destroyed. We'll see in the afternoon. Okay? So look at yourself. Your action, your thought, your every speech, are they come out of a sense of fulfillment, or there is a compulsion, there is a need on it. Okay? Close your eyes. Thank you, friends.